is about to reach an incredible milestone. Just 3 months after one of the deadliest tornadoes to hit the U.S. practically wiped out their town, school will be back in session next week. That is thanks to some help from some very generous and unexpected friends.
Sunday, May 22nd, a typical spring day turned deadly in the town of Joplin, Missouri. A massive F5 tornado hit, killing 160 people and leaving thousands homeless. The storm system blew off rooftops and knocked giant holes into buildings, flooded the streets, and completely obliterated entire neighborhoods. It left a horrific path of destruction, 7 miles long and nearly 3/4 of a mile wide. Joplin schools also took a hard hit. In this security video, debris flew by as the rough winds blew out the windows and doors of the local high school. A total of 4 schools were completely destroyed in the tornado, forcing the district to cancel classes for the remainder of the school year. But this week, the town received good news. Thursday afternoon, Missouri Governor Jay Nixon announced the state will provide $1.5 million to aid the Joplin School District.
You're just not in a situation with the economic challenges that a devastating event of this nature brings, where you can add any degree of difficulty to the recovery.
And to help ease high school students into their new building, the Embassy of the United Arab Emirates donated $500,000 so that more than 2,000 students can have their own personal laptop.
It's amazing. It's so humbling that a country all the way around the world thought enough about Joplin and Joplin schools and education to reach out to us and say, we'd like to help.
And joining us now is Joplin Mayor Mike Woolston and School Superintendent C.J. Huff. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Mayor Woolston, I want to begin with you. We just saw these images from just 3 months ago. How is the town holding up and rebuilding now?
Town's doing quite well, Rebecca. We have just completed our debris removal process. We are now moving into the demolition process, whereby we take down those buildings that are no longer habitable. And we're also working a parallel program to remove dead trees, tree stumps, those kinds of things. So the community is doing well. We frequently get comments from the folks at FEMA remarking about how amazed they are at the progress we've made in the short amount of time since the event.
Dr. Huff, in the immediate aftermath of the storm, we saw this outpouring of support from around the country and also just from the people of the town of Joplin. How did the Embassy of the United Arab Emirates come into all of this, and how did their donation help your schools?
Well, shortly after the storm, within at least 2 weeks, we received a phone call from the United Arab Emirates asking for an opportunity to support our efforts. Very interested in our one-to-one initiative that we've been talking about for the last 3 years, and we're excited about being involved in that process.
And what will students be getting now when they go back to school?
You know, they're going to be getting high-quality facilities, a lot of technology. Every student's going to receive a laptop in their backpack on the first day of school, and just a great opportunity for our kids, and our students are very excited about coming back on the 17th.
Mayor Woolston, 8,000 students, or 60% of them, were displaced as a result of this storm. How long is it going to take before all of them can get back to school and for the entire community of Joplin to rebuild?
Well, I think we're in the rebuilding process. The city had a moratorium or hiatus on building permits until we could get the debris removal process well underway. That has been lifted. I think it's a key importance that most of the residents that were displaced are still within 25 miles of the community. FEMA tells us 88% of those folks that were displaced are within 25 miles. And the school district has made a very generous offer that those students that are outside of the district now that went here previously are still allowed to come here for no tuition. And I think that's a key part of our rebuilding process. The school district and the city have a vital relationship that we have to work together for the benefit of the entire community in order to provide a ready workforce of students after high school, those that don't go to college, and that helps us attract industry to our area to keep our area growing.
Yeah, such an important component in all of this. Dr. Huff, what's been the local response to this massive donation from the UAE's embassy?
You know, we're just really excited. They've reached out to us in ways that we wouldn't have expected, and they've expressed an interest to continue that relationship. going forward. And you know, we certainly have a long ways to go as a school district. We took quite a hit. We had 10 buildings that sustained damage. 6 of them were completely destroyed that we won't be able to move back into. So we've got a long ways to go, and certainly appreciate everybody's support in getting us back up on our feet.
Absolutely. Before we go, Mayor Woolston, what else can people do who have seen the devastation in Joplin who still want to help?
Well, I think as cold-hearted as it may sound, the best thing they can do is send money. Much of the short-term needs have been met by the generous donations of people throughout the country, food, clothing, furniture, those kinds of things. A number of businesses have donated back-to-school supplies for the districts and the students to help them get started on the right foot. But some of the needs that we will have more long-term, we're not quite sure yet what those may be. And so the best way, if you want to help now, is to send cash to one of the websites that's available, and make that available for our use in the future.
Well, we really appreciate both of you joining us this morning, Mayor Mike Woolston and School Superintendent C.J. Huff. Best of luck to you, and congratulations on just being such a strong city in light of this.
Thank you so much.
You.
Coming up still.